My name's Samson Parashina. I work for Maasai Wilderness Conservation Trust. In this organization, I cherish every day, and I'm very happy to work with this Maasai Wilderness Conservation Trust. First, because I work with my people, and the issues and the missions of Maasai Wilderness Conservation Trust, to me, it promised people a future.
In 1996, when we created Kampiakanzi, the ultimate goal was to prove to the Maasai community that their land had to be protected and could, through its protection, produce economic benefits for the Maasai community. We realized that a small lodge, even if it was employing 65 people, was having a too small impact on the entire community. 4 years later, we created Maasai Wilderness Conservation Trust. Trustees are myself, my wife Antonella, and Samson Parashina, the son of a brilliant Maasai chief. The trust has 3 different programs: education, health, and conservation. In education, we employ nearly 50 teachers helping 20 primary schools. We have a gifted pupils primary school, and we help the best kids to go to high school.
MWCT has really helped us because after building the school, the community, the children down in the village don't stay at home. They now come to school. And at school, we have the classes that MWCT have constructed for us. We have enough books. And the MWCT has also employed for us teachers. We have enough library. We have a library where there are enough books. So when the children come, they don't miss books. There are books to write on, there are books to read. So we are very happy and grateful because of the efforts of MWCT to this school and the entire community.
CCRC, it means Chulu Conservation Research Center. This is where we have our personnel, different co-directors of different programs.
What we do here is we try to bring benefits to the Maasai who live in this area. They live with the wildlife, but they get very limited benefits from the wildlife, but they have to live with the cost of that wildlife. For instance, the Maasai are livestock owners. They have a lot of cows and goats, which is their money. Of course, there's a lot of predators, the lions, the hyenas, the cheetahs, the leopards, which predate their livestock. That's a cost that the Maasai have to live with these predators. The benefit of the predators for Kenya is enormous, and so we're trying to find mechanisms to bring benefits to the Maasai so that they can conserve, protect wildlife and natural resources, because there's an economic incentive to do so.
At MWCT, we employ over 100 local Maasai from Kuku Group Ranch to work within the conservation department. We have 4 main programs: the conservancy program, wildlife pays, predator monitoring, and the community wildlife rangers. Our wildlife pays program is a conservation program for livestock killed by wildlife. This is to help the Maasai reduce the cost of living with wildlife. Any livestock killed by predators, such as lions, is compensated by MWCT through a scale depending on their husbandry practices. We have a team of Simba Scouts which go out monitoring the predators so that we can monitor trends in their population and any changes over time. And we also have nearly 100 community wildlife rangers who are deployed across the group ranch to ensure security and anti-poaching efforts.
We make sure there is no poaching in Kuku because we have some people coming, others you poach by snares, others they use spotlights at night. So we put game scout in some hills, we use them as poacher lookout so that at night they can see. We make sure also we protect wildlife habitat because you find there's deforestation. We protect habitat because if there is no habitat, we'll not have wildlife. So the other thing, we make sure there is no cut down of trees because of charcoals. There is no human activities in wildlife habitats. We also do wildlife monitoring. We collect data about wildlife, what's going on. The wildlife, are they decreasing, increasing? The other thing is about collecting data or collecting information about wildlife crimes, we collect them, and then we hand over to KWS, and we make sure we work together.
Maasai Wilderness Conservation Trust also work at the third component of health. In this sector, we have one doctor helping about 8,000 people. We have 4 dispensaries situated in different corners of the group range. So his work is to make sure that he visits these 4 dispensaries and attend the patients.
My name is Dr. Omete Edward. I work here at Iltilal Health Center. Iltilal Health Center is the biggest health facility in the Kuku group of ranches. We have about 230,000 square kilometers of area, which is our catchment population. The group ranch has several smaller facilities, clinics, and we have other areas and schools. So basically, we offer basic medical care. If you are to fall sick within this ranch or the area, this is the first place you'll come for care. In addition, we do outreaches to the communities around which do not have a medical facility nearby. We also visit schools to give talks on hygiene, give health education and basic medication at these camps. At the moment, the facility has a consultation clinic. We're also in the process of constructing a lab. We have a small admission room for about 4 patients, but hopefully this can increase in space in the future and can be able to have more patients at the time. The facility is really important and a vital link for healthcare for the people within the Kuku group of ranch and surrounding areas.
Why Africa? Why am I here? I'm living, I think, the dream of my father. He loved Africa. He brought me here when I was pretty young. At 4 years old, I was sleeping in a tent in the back garden of my house in Italy to prove to my father that he could bring me on his safaris. And when I came when I was 10, fell in love with the country. We had friends who were farmers. I spent months with them after my high school. I did my thesis on wildlife as natural resource in Kenya, sustainable development and environment conservation. And that's why I decided to come in the Maasai community and work with them and for them.
It's something that I really believe on it. It's something that I live on. It's living, it's inside me. So it gives me energy that's not ending. In the fact that I can see our people are getting. So there's a future here. Because young people, they're getting now. They're getting that this land, by protecting their natural resources, it promises them a future.
What there is underneath there? Water. That's an underground river coming from the Chulu. So what do you need to have water? Forest. That's the answer I was trying to get from you. Without the forest up there, you will have no water, you will have no seeds to germinate.
Yes.
Bye.